All right, guys, we're back. We have a good one today. This is a doozy. It's going to make a lot of you mad. It's going to make a lot of you laugh. Just never know with this stuff. Today we're talking about Ford. Ford, my goodness. There are some hardcore Ford guys in the subscribe to the channel. We know that for sure. I apologize to start off with. This isn't me saying anything. This is straight off the internet. The Ford recall saga for 2025. Everybody knows that Ford is the most recalled vehicle, the most recalled brand out there. Been that way for a long time. The story is, within the last week, they have filed for a $3 billion advancement, I guess line of credit, you might say, for the rest of the year, to fill out the rest of the year. Well, that's 1 or 2 quarters. I didn't print that stuff out because it's slightly unverifiable 100%. In the first 6 months of 2025, Ford has a record-breaking 88 safety recalls. Not 88 cars, 88 separate recalls. Far surpassing any previous full-year total for any automaker. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, this number includes recalls on both vehicles and equipment. The recalls have affected over 4 million vehicles in 2025, and it's only July. What's going on over there at Ford? I'll read through a few of these, but it's devastating. And I've been witness to some of these recalls, right? I've had some of those Fords in here and seen that firsthand. A lot of those engine failures and transmission failures, there's no fixing it. If you try to go buy an engine or transmission with one that has all the recalls, what'll happen, it won't do it till it's out of the recall range, usually 83,000 miles on a lot of the smaller SUVs. Once it's past that, they won't cover it. So you have to go find a used engine yourself. Those engines are $3,000 and $4,000, some piece of crap engine, because everybody's had the problem. And that drives the market up. Anytime you go look for an engine part or a whole engine or a transmission and it's very expensive, that means there's a demand for that stuff, right? We'll go buy a transmission for my Scion, it's like 150 bucks. And nobody can sell them because they don't need them, right? That's how you know. So before you're buying a vehicle, if you want a real good indication how it is, look up what's the engine going to cost me if I got to put that in? What's the transmission going to cost me? If they're not much, it's probably pretty good chance it's not going to fail. If they want an insane amount of money for it, you may want to rethink that vehicle. That's for absolute sure. So let me see here. Recalls per day. Ford has been issuing a recall on average every 2.12 days. All right, according to Yahoo Autos. Recall per vehicle for each recall, an average over 50,000 vehicles were affected per recall, but some of those are 400,000. And the one was 600 and some thousand. And remind me something, these are not for 2025 vehicles. These are for all your vehicles. What makes it so bad is they've used the same engine as so many vehicles for like a whole year span of like 5 or 6 or 10 years. And they put the same engine as a lot of the cars, as a lot of small SUVs, and the same transmission. And that's why a lot of these cars are so damn hard to work on, because the engine wasn't really built for that SUV it's in. It's built for a car, built for something else. It's a one size fits all with Ford, right? Was it 1.5, 1.6, 2.0, then maybe one more. Those small EcoBoost engines that use in everything. And a lot of those have the same problems because they never fix it. It's just the same thing over and over again. Focus on quality. Ford states that many of the recalls stem from an internal audit to improve quality. Yeah. And the company is taking an aggressive approach to addressing safety and quality concerns. So like I said, nothing against Ford. There's problems at Ford. There's problems at Chevy. There's even worse problems at Dodge. I mean, nobody's getting out of this. A very select few. And man, what a deal. Let me see here if anything else is relevant to you guys. Impact. The high number of recalls led to significant financial losses for Ford and raised concerns about product quality and customer confidence. We've known for years Ford has had quality problems for decades and decades, and since the 70s. Let's face it here. Here's a list of major recalls issued in 2025. I'm not going to go through all these. There's a lot. There's 88 of them, right? But just a real quick rundown. Cracked fuel injectors affected almost 700,000 vehicles from 2021 and 2024 models. That was Ford Bronco. Ford Bronco is beating out the Escape for the most recalled Ford ever. So if you're thinking, I'm not going to buy that Escape, I'm going to go buy a Ford Bronco, it's all the same. It's all the same. Everybody's buying those Broncos, man. They're a dime a dozen here. You see them everywhere, right? Let me see. Ford Transits on the V6 engines, 3.3, 3.5. Manufacturing defects in connecting rods and rod bearing components leads to engine damage and risk of crash, right? Engine oil leak recalls, only 3,000 units on those. Low pressure fuel pump failure, 850,000 vehicles. Ford, whoever you're buying the fuel pumps from, probably China, you should have caught this before you put it in 850,000 vehicles. Why? You knew it was a bad problem, just figured, oh, we're gonna get away with this. We don't have to go back and fix all that. Yeah, that's what it is. Bizarre, very bizarre. Those fuel pump recalls were in anything from Mustangs, Expeditions, the Broncos, Explorers, F-150, F-250. Nothing escaped that. If you have a Ford from 2021 and up, it's got a fuel pump problem, period. It's just that simple. Unless it's diesel, then it probably has an engine problem. Faulty brakes. Faulty brakes got them. Wait till you hear why the brakes are faulty. 274,000 vehicles, faulty brakes. Front brake jounce hose may contact the tire and leak. That should have been caught before it even started, right? Brake fluid can extend the distance needed to stop the vehicle, increasing the risk of crash. Loose bolts on front brake calipers. Somebody went and tightened the bolts up. It was rookie stuff. It was rookie stuff. Brake booster push rod retaining spring affects over 200,000 units. 2025 Ford Super Duty pickups, 250, 350, 450, and 550. Like the old Super Duty's got a braking problem. Missing or improperly installed retaining spring can lead to sudden loss of brake function. Here's my thoughts on it. Ford, you knew about this from almost day one. Instead of saying, okay, production, let's just hold on a second. Let's fix this before we go any further. They said, nah, man, making the money. Keep cranking them out, keep cranking it out. Just put them through no matter what. If you think that's not what they said, then you're lost your damn mind. Would I buy a new Ford? It depends on the price. You can make junk if the price is according to the junk, right? If you know something's gonna have problems no matter what. If you drive that car to 50,000 miles and you know it's gonna have problems, even if you don't have to pay for the problems, if you take something in for a recall, you don't take it there, they fix it in 5 minutes, you're on your way. Usually you have to leave it with them. And some of these problems, these engine issues, you might have to leave with them for a week or more. The last Ford recall I dealt with last year, it was a 6 months waiting list to even get the car in there to even get looked at. What are you gonna do with this car? Just let it sit there for 6 months? They're not giving you a rental car. I don't care what you think, they're not. You can go rent a car yourself, I guess. If you have it on your insurance, maybe they'll pay for a few days of it, maybe it won't. You guys, you gotta wise up on buying cars. Willy-nilly buying crap because it's a half a percentage point cheaper on interest or $1,000 less is gonna get you. If you want one of the most reliable cars in the world, you wanna buy a brand new one, I don't even have to even say it. You guys know what it is. There's two of them, Honda or Toyota, period. These other car makers are not taking life seriously. They're not. I don't know what's going on. There'll be guys in the comments, diehard Ford guys. There always is. I don't blame you guys. This is directly attacking your heart and soul in this brand. I'm not attacking that. It's got bad problems. As I said before, Chevy and Dodge is nearly worse than this. Don't take my old man word for it. You have a phone in your hand. You have a computer. Look it up. Before you buy any new car, type in Google 2025 Ford Bronco common problems. You're gonna be like, and the dealer's gonna say, oh no, all that's fixed now. We fixed all that. And you're gonna buy it, and within the month, you're gonna be back at the dealership with problems. Why? Why do that? If you're looking at a Ford Escape, which is roughly the size of a RAV4 or a CRV, and it's within even a few $1,000s of that, don't buy it, man. Don't buy. That's some old man advice. Don't buy that. Unless you like having your car broke down and not be able to go to work and not be able to pick your kids up in school, don't buy that. You know, my girlfriend's got a 19 Ford Escape. She bought before I knew her. It's got the coolant intrusion problems. Well, not yet, but it's starting to rough idle on cold start. That's the start of it. Pretty soon, it's missing out while you're driving. Pretty soon, you check the coolant, it'll be low. You add some to it. You drive a day or two, it'll be low again. And she's right at the threshold of getting the recall done. The problem is the new engine they're putting in it, the recall, is not fixed. It's the same crap. Some people drive those cars at 150K, don't have any problems. But one day, you will have that problem. You know, you see a Ford Edge, there's a whole pile of cars that, and you'll be at the drive-thru somewhere, you're like, damn, it smells like antifreeze. Is that my stuff smell like antifreeze? And you'll see that car in front of you pull away and see puff white smoke come out in the middle of the day. And you're like, oh, you sorry son of a guns. You sorry son of a guns. That's some good advice for me. Stop buying that stuff. If you stop buying that crap, they'll have no choice but to fix these problems before they happen. I don't know who the engineers are at Ford. Ford, if you're listening, fire them guys. Fire all of them. They have no idea what they're doing. You need to have a mechanic's opinion before you do stuff. Because 99% of the stuff, he's gonna say, hell no, don't do that. What are you thinking? Engineer's gonna say, let's do this, it'll save us 10 cents per car. And times millions of cars is a bunch of money. That's how we get here. That's how we get here. Stop buying stuff from China. Also, those parts don't work. We go on eBay, everybody on here knows, let's say you got a bad wheel bearing, or a starter, or an alternator, or a sensor. If you buy the Chinese one off eBay for a 16th of the price the real one costs, how many days for you're doing that same job again? Within a couple days, maybe within the first day, because it never worked to start. Some real main advice for you. Take care, guys. Thank you for watching this video. If you're watching this and you're still watching, these videos have been doing real good. Thank you all for watching. Let me know in the comments if you like these type of videos where everybody could watch. Thanks again. We'll see y'all later.